Right. And we are live. We are live. Good morning, everyone. Let's get this money. All right, 8:30 report is going to come out. We're pulling back into this buy zone. And, we're going to follow the rules. Same as usual. Looking for this to hit this buy zone, and we're looking for the candle to turn red for us to take entry. If it doesn't turn red, we don't touch it. We leave it. You can see how here, down here, this is below this line is below. So we are looking at this, making a nice little pop once it hits this buy zone. We're in the high territories, so we could drop a lot more. The snooze could drop it a lot based of us being in high territories. As you can see, like the volume is peaking. So if we pulled back down to here, I wouldn't be surprised. But there's nothing but buying all in this range. Nothing but buying. So it could get a little could be a little while today. Had some big market, some big some big companies came out with some news, um, some earnings. Microsoft, I believe, had earnings yesterday. Their stock went up pretty big. Let's take a look at that chart real quick. Yeah, so Microsoft had a nice big pop from their earnings. As you can see, huge push on Microsoft. So yeah, we expect this to probably keep the market pushing up. Let's step on something. All right, 1 second. Sorry, people. Sorry. That wasn't supposed to be shown. Hey, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Again, people, if I'm talking, sometimes I'm talking to people in Discord, and if I'm not around, if you don't hear anything for a little while, maybe I'm on a phone call or whatever. But I am here trading. We are looking for these trades. We are. You may see me execute a trade without me saying something because I might be a little busy or whatever. But you will know if I'm in a trade. You'll see it. You won't be able to miss it. So yeah, we're looking to get out one trade, two trades for the day. Um, we got to start in a new month. So here you go. It shows that we got no trades yet. Today's Thursday, May 1st. If we go back to April, you'll see here I got the trades there. Um, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And now we're pushing over to May. May 1st, you can see we have no trades yet. We got 2 more trading days this week. We're going to make it profitable. Whew, that news dropped it. Look at that. Look at that. That was a nice little drop there. That was a nice little drop. The candle was red, so if we do close in the upside above this above the Jurek line, we could take this trade. Like I said though, I think this is going to probably turn bearish. We are in some high levels. I take this call. All right, looks like we might be closing above, and once we do, we're going to take this entry. All right, it's almost there. And we're in. We got something right here in the way. This 200 moving average. We're going to bring it right there. And then we're going to walk away without profits. Bring this to previous low, actually. We don't have a target in the way until we get to what's that number? Yes, 200 moving average that's in the way. Previous, yeah, 200 moving average. This one is having a little struggle making a push. Hmm. Yeah, this should run to that 200 moving average. 2004, 20,004, 85 cents. Struggling at this area here of equilibrium. I'm going to bring this down. I think I'm going to walk out right around here. This is struggling too much. We should have been pushing up already. I think I might have been too late. I think I should have made that choice before. struggling a lot, so I just want to play it safe and just walk out at this point, get some profit. Again, we were in a higher range. I should have, walked away here. Um, I was looking more so at the Thinkorswim chart versus the TradingView chart. I should have played it safe and got out where the equilibrium was at. There's something there that was in our way a little bit. But if you look, things were showing that we still have room to climb. You know, Nothing was really alarming on this trade to say, yeah, you should have been getting out just yet. We're not going to add more to this or anything like that. So either we get stopped out or tapped out, either or. You start adding more to trades, and then next thing you know, you're losing way more than what you expected to lose. It's not worth it. Should have rolled out in this pop right here. That's like I said. Whenever I saw that, I saw. I think I was too late on getting my profit when I should have walked away. I should have. When I saw the struggling here, I should have dropped it down to there, to that equilibrium. But it's not over yet. We didn't get stopped out yet, so let's just be patient. We can still win this trade. It is a little shaky because at 8:45, this trend will change bearish, and then more than likely we're going to be looking for shorts. Right now we're inside of a buy zone. Um, so let's look for this to make that pop for us. Unfortunately, the level that it dropped into wasn't a strong buy level. It shifted, things shifted, so now it became a weak buy level, and now we're more of a selling level where it dropped down into. Yeah, we could still make the win on this trade. Wouldn't be wrong to add more here. We're not going to do that, but you wouldn't be wrong to add more here, especially if it closes above this Jurek line. If you added more, you'd be seeing some decent profit right now. If you were up, wouldn't hurt to walk away with profit, but I think it's still going to move to our level. As you can see down here, the rate of change is still showing that it has more room to climb. This thing should at least retested the previous low. Should have been right here. This is where it should have been getting a rejection at 2002. You know, retesting that previous low. You still in the trade, OG Mall? All right. 8:45. Hopefully we get this pop and tap us right out. Five more minutes, and if this trend holds bearish, we're going to be going back to the downside. Okay, we're still holding bullish. That's good. We're still holding bullish. It's 8:45 now, so I expect this to pop and tap us out. I hate whenever I see things a little too late. We could have been out of this trade in like right here at least, but we would have been in and out right there without profits. We should have already been out of this trade, people. Would have been nice to lower because now we could have just walked away with profits here. But it's slowly climbing up for us. I still feel we're gonna still go to this 200 moving average. Um, I still feel we're gonna still go there. But I'm gonna skip to my level here because you see that I got rejected twice from this area, and I'm just gonna take my profits, wait for the next trade. Ah, right here, we should have walked away. Right there is saying it's overbought. We have very tight consolidation area though, very tight, extremely tight. Yeah, so we don't have really more room to climb. It has more room to drop now. Yeah, it would have been. I'm gonna put you on speaker, OG Mall, so people can hear you. Yeah. Say what you said again, OG Mall.
I was saying it might have been smart for us to walk with that small little loss since they hit the top of the band
Yeah.
on the rate of change.
But I can see it's gonna consolidate. This is gonna go back below here. Still would have been a good move for us to just walk away with that small loss, like you said. Would have taken like a $50 hit, $30. I think it was $30 or something like that. I saw loss, but now I'm gonna be taking a way bigger hit if this decides to really drop and stop me out. Trend is still bullish on the 15-minute chart. Would have been nice if we did lower our entry, because then we definitely would have gotten out of the trade. I wouldn't even have waited for it to get there. I would have just walked away with some decent profit on the pop. And then I definitely would have been out once I saw it up in this area with the profits. Probably would have paid 200 bucks or so, maybe more.
Man, we need like two more of those. Two more of those pops.
All we need is one good pop to tap us right out. That's all we need. Forget about two.
Yeah.
I just want one. One decent little pop. So, guys, in the description, you could get this calculator here for TradingView. If you look down at the description, you'll see that it's got the win rate in there as well. Look that stuff in. I'll show you guys after this trade how it works. Let's see what other news we got. We have 9:45 news. It's the next news that we got coming up. 8:30 news came out. Pulled into this buy zone. I was expecting it to make a nice strong push, but it seems like the trend may want to go bearish. It might want to go bearish, but we will see. Let's just hope we get tapped out before it decides to go bearish.
Ah man, it's about to stop me out.
Oh, you reach your stop loss or something?
Huh?
You reach your stop loss?
Nah. This is getting close to 5. Yeah,
The way it's moving
stop
right
me
now, I
out.
don't think it's gonna. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna pay. The way it's moving.
Yeah, that thing did not want to pay us.
I'm still in it. I'm only down 435. I got my stop loss below the previous lows. I'm gonna be taking a bigger than a $500 hit. I'm gonna mute you, OG Mall. Background noise is pretty loud.
Yeah, that's my daughter making all that noise.
All right. Yeah, this looks more bearish. It's turning more bearish than bullish. Um, But we don't know yet. Still could pop and tap us out, or at least put us in some profit. You can see here the rate of change just went below now. This could stay low for a while, yes, but we could also it's also saying we could get the pop. We have room to climb now. $200 moving average dropped down to 20,354. Buy signal came in on my I'll show you guys on my take a swim chart. So I could have added more on this candle here. Low of entry. I do not want to do that. You gotta realize where your account is at and what your account can actually handle. And if you try to add more on your where your account can't really handle loss um, as high as what you think it can, it could hurt your account really badly. So we're gonna stick with one contract. We're not gonna try to push limits. And if you feel uncomfortable right now, then walk away. You know, you don't have to hold on to trades. You don't have to get the win. I'm just looking at the chart. The chart says it should bounce, so I'm gonna hold. Chances of it stopping me out, right now it's not bad. I think we have like a 70% chance of winning this trade. There's a 30% chance I could get stopped out on this. But you can see how the trend is still bullish on the 15-minute chart. We got a target at $20,002.95, and we're trying to get out at 19,986 and 75 cents. So I mean, oh no, we're trying to get out at 19,090. Sorry. So I mean, you should go to that level. It's definitely having a tough time making this push. That's for sure. It's had a very tough time.
I'm watching the volume change a little bit.
Yeah, the rate of change says it has room to climb. So I think that's why we're getting this consolidation. And again, we're inside of a buy zone. This buy zone did get weaker with the volume. So volume is not as supportive to the upside anymore. So you can see like down here where I would get stopped out at has more buying volume down there. See down here. So right where I get stopped out at is where it could get a strong bounce, unfortunately. And you can see also we created some fair value gaps up here towards the downside. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get stopped out on this one. And yes, 858. Happens. We're not gonna win every trade. We know that. No strategy is 100%. unfortunately.
Mm-mm. Nah, if you can win 100%, man, you're a millionaire.
Just now, how you're managing the trades based off of your loss. What are you doing in order to manage your account? Yeah, more than likely I'm gonna get stopped out of this trade. The way this is forming, it's trying to turn bearish. This candle closes at 9 o'clock. It was 1 more minute, so now we're gonna be bearish, and the chances of it now pushing up to my level becomes a lot lower. Can it still do it? Of course it can. It can still do it even if it does close bearish. It's just now that we're supposed to be looking for the downside now. Once this closes bearish. All right, we closed bearish. You see that? Push down strong. It just got stopped out. It just got stopped out. All right, so we're not worrying about buy zones anymore. We're only worrying about sell zones. It's going to be up here. Starting there. It is what it is, people. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad. It is what it is. I saw that I should have gotten out earlier whenever we got this pop here at the equilibrium. Um, but by the time I figured that out on this candle, it was a little too late. And then it didn't make the push um, to even break me even on this move here, unfortunately. So, oh, here's the calculator. So we're going to click on this, double click, and then we're just going to bring this where it says number of losses trades. We're going to bring that up to 1. So I got 2 losses. And now it's going to change my win rate. Okay, see 75%. I'm not going to calculate anything yet for the day because I'm just calculating the win rates right now. I'm not going to calculate anything for the day yet because the day didn't, we still got trades we can still take. So wherever my account is after I'm done trading, that's what I'll post, and then this account value will adjust from there. But I am going to calculate my win rate. That's fine. And I saw that we were in the higher levels. I should have been a little more hesitant on taking that buys. But sometimes you try to not analyze the chart too much, you overthink it, then you're just missing trades that were simple, easier than what you thought it was. So I took the trade based off of don't want to overthink, but I did see that we were in a higher range and that we could, and I even said the volume is, we're peaking on every time frame based on volume. So yeah, it was I would say a bad decision to take that trade, but we can't make every decision is not going to be 100%. It is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. It really is okay. We're not going to beat ourselves up because we took a loss on one trade, and it is what it is. The next trade we're going to analyze, and we're going to take that trade, and more than likely we're going to win on that trade. So you see, if you added more to that trade, you would have lost double the amount now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not worth adding to trades, especially whenever you're feeling like you're not really sure if this is even going to pay. Just trying to just trying to win. If anything, close out the position. You know, if you feel like, I don't know about this trade so much, I could have done that and just said, all right, I'm gonna just close this out and take $100 hit, $400 hit, $200 hit, whatever the number was at the time, where I knew like, this could be a little iffy. Um, but I've seen trades like this a lot where it still turns around, pays you, and then it does what it's doing now. Yeah, based off of where the account is at, you can't really. I don't want to add more because now I'm taking way too much loss and beating my account down. So you want to stay calm. Don't try to emotionally trade and jumping in, buying more contracts. I'm gonna buy another 2 contracts here, stuff like that. You're gonna destroy your account fast, really fast. And sometimes you're gonna get lucky. You're gonna jump in with 2 more contracts, and then it's gonna push up and pay you, your number that you were looking for the day. And you're like, all right, cool, I'm done for the day. But there's times where it's not gonna do that. And if I decided to jump buy more, let's just say on this little pullback, I would have lost a lot more money now. If I decided to buy more here on this pullback handle, or even on here, like I'm gonna buy more down here, and all it did was do a pop, but pulled back. It probably still wouldn't have broke me even. I probably would have just seen less loss, and then all of a sudden it turned around, and now I'm seeing way more loss right now. It's not worth it. All right, so we're bearish for the day. As for now, I shouldn't say for the day. Um, we could still turn around and go bullish, but yeah, we should be targeting this previous low here at 904. What is it? 901.25. We should be targeting in that low. Yeah, which is this buying section right here. So if we had a buy zone right here, let's see what it's showing. I had a buy zone right there. And we're gonna go green. Remember, I had a buy zone over here, so still inside of a previous buy zone. But remember, we're not trying to buy, we're trying to get the rejection from this area, which we know that is probably going to hit this area again, this equilibrium, and get rejected. And I should have been paying attention to this chart more so than Thinkorswim whenever I took this trade, because equilibrium was in the way whenever I was entered the trade. Um, Equilibrium is not that important, believe it or not. It's not a significant area for you to be so concerned with. This is why I didn't really pay attention to it. I was more concerned about the moving average. That's really, there was no targets in the way. There was no moving average in the way. Um, there was no previous high in the way. And those are the areas that I really look at: previous highs, previous lows, um, targets, moving averages. So if any, or buy and sell zones, if those are in a way, that's where I get out at. I don't, equilibrium is not really an area that I really focus on, of saying that that's something in a way. This price usually bounces around it. You know, it's an equilibrium. It's a mid zone area, midpoint. What sucks is this is probably going to still go and push up to my number of where I would have got tapped out at anyway. And that's going to suck that I could have still held this trade, but you don't know what it's going to do. That's what I was hoping, that it was going to come down and then turn around and bounce, push up, tap me out, and then come down. Even though it went bearish, I thought it was going to still push up into the sell zone for me and then, tap me out. And then I could have gone for a short after that, and boom, made the money. But yeah, I mean, it's what the day's not over. This is my second loss out of 7 trades. I would say I'm doing pretty well. I think I could have managed that trade better. I think I could have took way less of a loss, knowing that it was a little shaky. Could have walked away a little sooner.
Yeah, I think I could have walked right when I hit that. As soon as I hit that top of the band, I should have been like, I'm gonna walk right there.
Yeah, same here. So that would have took like what a $50 hit or something like that. Like all right, whatever. But we don't. Yeah, every day is different. Every trade is different, and we're always learning. No matter how long you're trading, there's always mistakes, and you wish you can. And the next time, you pay attention to that. The next go around, especially whenever you see something's a little weak. Um, the problem with that is that you get out early, and then time after time, it keeps on presenting the same way, and you see that it's kind of always still pushing and paying more. Then it kind of makes you say, "Oh, let me see if this go around, it might pay me some more," and that's when you get caught into some craziness. But keep your stop losses in. Don't try to move it. Like if I try to move it from the previous low further down, eh, it could get bad. So just keep your stop losses in where it's supposed to be. It's previous. Keep it at your numbers, which I do 25-25, so it's like a 1-for-1 ratio. So I bring it 25 as my stop loss, 25 for my profit. If I feel like this is a time where I can probably bring it down to the previous low, would be wise, so I don't get an unnecessary stop loss or stop out, then I'll bring it down to previous low. But that's as far as I'm going. I'm not going to try to bring it you know below the sell zone or buy zone or something like that to try to make this trade win. Like look at this climb back up. This is really annoying, but this is it. This is exactly what I thought it was gonna do. So it plays out the way I normally see it playing out. It's just sometimes a little delayed. But you don't know if it's gonna play out this way. It might not happen until way later, and this thing could have came down to 19,900, and now what? My entry was only at 990 or something like that, and now I'm gonna take a $90 hit because I'm trying to win this trade so badly for a few $100. No, it's not worth it. Hit the sell zone so we can look for it to turn red and we can take the short once it closes below the Jurek. See here. So once we get that short around this 200 moving average, more than likely that's what's going to be hitting 200. Get it rejected in that 200 moving average. Um, we have till the discount. We got previous low. So previous low is the first area that's in our way. So that's what we would be targeting to get out at the previous low. Well, actually, the previous low is now here. It's right down here. Sorry, this is an old previous low. You can still target that if you want to play it safe. If you want to play it safe, you could target this previous low, but the real previous low is right here at 938.25. It'll draw in once the chart starts plotting out more information for it. You'll see a blue line get drawn in here as well. Whoever held onto the trade, congratulations. It pushed back up. You're not taking a loss like that. You can walk away. If you added more, everybody, you do what you think you need to do for your trading. I'm just showing you what I do and why I do what I do. So even if this right now closes below the Jurek line with this color candle, we're not taking a trade. Okay, see how it's orange? We need to still see red first. There's too much orange and yellow, and so it's not enough volume for me to say yes, we could take this short. We need to see red. There it goes. It's red now. Now if we close below this Jurek line, I'm definitely taking it. So we didn't close below it. We opened below it. So we're not taking this trade yet. We didn't close below. We need to close below it. So after this candle closes, then we could take the next trade. I mean, we could take the next entry on a candle, not the next trade. We could take the next entry if this candle closes below. So even this didn't. I wouldn't have broken even on this candle here either, which is interesting. So I would have had to buy more down here in order for me to have won this
Oh,
trade.
oh,
All right, I'm in on this short. This previous low right there. We got a discount. Double check on trading on Thinkorswim. Discount is at 41.71. So yeah, I'm gonna just bring it to here to play safe. 43. It would have been nice if we caught it here. Would have been very nice. That one candle did 972. Only did a $10 move. Wasn't really big, but it would have given a nice area to where it created resistance. So chances of winning the trade would have been a lot higher. You can see how this rate of change was above. If this starts going below, once we're gonna walk away, even if it's not pushing. Wherever that profit is at, we're gonna just take it. Once this goes below that rate of change, so we're gonna pay attention to this line now too. But we expect this to come down to this discount level and tap us out. So that's what we're seeing right now. And if you want to play it safe, you can get out at 49.50. That's the previous low from this candle here, but it should go through that and come down to this previous low at 938. We got a direct line at 987 up here to where we could retest that level. It could try to do that before dropping. And we have a previous low on the 15-minute chart at 901.25. That's where I expect it to really come down to. It might touch that fair value gap before really dumping again. Might. Right now, it looks like we're going to get stopped out of this trade. This is a rough morning. Rough morning. And then yeah, the volume is shifting again too. So before this was higher selling volume, now it's less selling volume and more buying volume in this range. So this market is acting a little funny with us today. Let's take a look at a 1 hour chart. Yeah, things acting funny. Everything's just flip flopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get stopped out of this trade, people. Yeah, right where it could hit tap, it could get rejected. Right where I'm gonna get stopped out at. Yep, I just got stopped out. And now it's probably gonna get rejected from there. Wow, rough morning. I'm not gonna deny that. Wow,
Yeah,
very,
big pop.
very rough morning.
I was thinking it's going to get rejected at that 200 on a 1 minute chart.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it's gonna run to. Hit that 200 moving average and then dump. Man, win rate just dropped down out of 8 trades, 66%.
Oh,
Oof, yowza. All right,
oh man.
no big deal. We're gonna take a breather. We're gonna chill. We're gonna chill.
Take a chill pill, Phil.
It's all right. I know this is gonna dump. It just sucks that I'm getting stopped out at bad areas, you know. But I know
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna make them move down. Look, I would have got, we would have got our money. I would have broke. I would have actually got tapped out on this trade if I held the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it dropped just a little bit lower. Let's see if this pays now. So Sega's in. Oh, she's still going.
It's hitting that sell zone. What time is it? It is 9:23. So this is presenting in the sell zone. So I am confident this is gonna dump whenever the market opens. We're gonna get a nice dump. actually, yeah, we should get a dump, but it might act a little funny until the news at 9:45 comes out. $9.28, you guys know the deal. 9:28 is always gonna start having that volume really, really kick in. 9:28. So we got another fair value gap right up here. 15-minute chart. I feel like this is where I slipped up at. I should have been looking at it hitting this fair value gap and not. I should have been a little more attentive. I saw this hit the sell zone and I didn't pay attention to that fair value gap to where I know that's where it should push up into, which is that's what it's doing now. You see how it's getting rejected from that fair value gap. So we would have never took
Mm-hmm.
this. We would have never took this short. We would have been now saying, okay, now it's time for us to take a short. And if it doesn't present, it more than likely is going to target this one, and then that's where we're going to catch our strong move, which is also at the 200 moving average. This fair value gap right here. 925. Right, we are looking for this short. If it closes, it's red. We hit that fair value gap on a 15-minute chart. All right, we are in that short. And right now, I don't think anything's in our way. Double check. Yeah, there's nothing in our way. The next thing that's in our way is our previous low, which is at 938.25 still. We're getting out at 958, so we're fine to hold file levels. Looking for this to just collapse here from this area. I think 930 is going to. We might still hit that 200 moving average, people. We still might just hit it, and then it should collapse from there for sure. So you might see a little pop to that level, to the 200 moving average. <clears throat> 928. Told you the volume's always every day. Same thing. Every freaking day. So let's just go straight down to tap us right out. Let's just go straight down. You could do it in Q. In Q, you know what to do when we hit you with the 1-2. Let's go in Q. Go straight down, tap us out. Don't worry, guys. She hears me. She's listening. She's listening. She's gonna do it. She's gonna tap us out. We're gonna get paid on this one. She's listening. And Q, what you gonna do when we hit you with the 1-2? It's like clockwork every day. 928. It doesn't move. Volume kicks in.
Man, I missed the 828 special or 928 special.
But you didn't get in the trade?
Nah, man, I'm getting ready to run out in a second. But I see what time it is. I heard you say 928. I was like, that's right.
929. It's gonna tap this right out, and then we'll wait for the next trade, and hopefully we could break even for the day. I know some people might say, "Oh, just bring it down to the previous low and get back almost all my losses for the day." You could do that. I'm sticking to my 25-25. You try to go past levels, trying to go for something, and then all of a sudden it's bouncing, and then you're upset that you didn't just take your profits whenever you could have.
You about to hit these bands. Jeez Louise.
Come on now.
Look at that drop.
Dang, it did a little whip down to where it could have tapped me out if it just did a little bit more.
You're right there on the band too. Right there.
Come on, NQ, you know what to do. NQ.
Come on, right there. It's like right there.
Yeah. NQ. NQ.
There it goes.
NQ. NQ. Come on, NQ. That thing was what, a penny away from tapping me out? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's right there.
It was
Underneath the band.
25 cents away from tapping me out. That's crazy. I missed it by 25
Damn.
cents. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
underneath the band now.
That's crazy. 25 cents. I just got tapped out, people. I just got tapped out.
Okay, good.
All right, we're going to try to fold one more trade. I mean, this is doing what I thought it was going to do, which is going to target the previous low, but we don't want to try to push it. Like, I'm telling you, you don't. You just go for the levels and you catch the next one. Go for the levels and catch the next one. It's not worth trying to push it. It's not worth it. So I got this one here. And so I know somebody probably did, and that's fine. You trade your way. That's fine. I'm not stopping anybody from doing whatever they think they need to do. It would have been beautiful if I actually held this. I would have won. I would have got back everything I lost in this one trade.
Yeah, that joint dropped like crazy.
But you try to, I'm telling you guys, if you try to play this thing to do, I got to get back the money I lost trading, you're going to lose even more. Most of the time, you're going to lose even more. That revenge trading is not the way to trade. Wow, what a bounce. What a bounce off that buy zone. That's crazy.
Jeez Louise. Oh, man. If somebody didn't get out, they're like, oh, man, I'm negative. Okay, I'm back positive.
All right, so let's see where we're at right now, so we can really make a wise decision for the day. We are down 787 for the day still. So, and that was in 3 trades. I can only, if I'm gonna take a trade, I can only do one more, and that's gonna put me still. I'll be negative 200 for the day if I get the full 500. If If nothing's in the way and I can catch the full 500, I'll be down 287 for the day. It's a sucky way to start the month, that's for sure. I'm not gonna deny that. It's a sucky way to start the month. Why is this showing this profit? I should have made 500. I gotta double check this because I think this is making me miss my full profits. Because it's saying I made 479 and it's showing I only lost 465. I should have been. The numbers are not right. I gotta look at how I have this because based off of this, it shows that I'm supposed to be making 500 stop loss, 500 um, TP. So I'm not sure why it's showing lesser numbers. But I guess it's good because I didn't lose as much as I probably. Well, this still put it at 800 loss on that trade. On that first trade I took today. Second trade I lost 465 instead of 500, which is better than 500. That's for sure. Um, but it's possible I wouldn't have gotten stopped out at all if I was only down 465 when I got stopped out right here. Yeah, it's possible I would have never even got stopped out if I actually adjusted it because it was only hit the same level. So I would have never got stopped out on that trade. Wow. Yeah. I got to double check whenever I take these trades to make sure it's at the right numbers. My stop loss is at the right spot. And I should really had it at this previous high here. And then I would have definitely not got stopped out of that short. And I would have made my money on that trade from here. Went up, but I would have got tapped out on this candle. So that's my bias based off of me not paying attention to what was going on. I got an unnecessary stop out. So we actually would have won that trade. Ah. All right, you guys see how this is increasing over here. The sell zone is in the same spot for now. You can see how we retouched that sell zone right here on this candle. And then it came back down. But somebody might say, "Oh, hit the retested the sell zone and then close back below the Jurek. I'm gonna take the trade here." Right? You could have done that, but look where the change is at is below. So taking that short would have been dangerous. It could have just done a small little pullback and then climbed back up deeper into this and then decided to come down because this rate of change was saying it didn't have much more room to drop. I mean, obviously the indicators are not 100%. No indicators 100%. No strategies 100%. But um, we could use this information to help us to make profits, help us make better decisions on what's going on. Because now if you decided to jump in on this candle, look what is happening. It was below. So now you'd have been losing on this trade. Or if you try to push profits larger, further than this area, saying I'm going for this previous low, it never made it there. And it got the bounce off the buy zone and pushing up. Let's take a look at, and there was a target there too. So you trying to go past that target would have been bad. It was a target right there, 915. And then from here, yeah, that was the previous low, the current previous low. So yeah, I mean, you could have took the short. It just the charts are saying don't because it could push back up, which is doing now. If you guys remember yesterday, whenever I was talking about it bouncing off the targets and how targets don't lie, you could see the response it did from that top green line target yesterday, which now is a bottom red line. This used to be a green line target. It was down here like 145 or so. Around there was the top green line, which is this. Like I told you guys, these targets, they shift on their own. What these targets are doing is calculating the average buying and selling, and so it keeps on shifting as as price moves. It's going to keep on recalculating buying and selling of where the average is, and so that's what these lines are doing, or telling us where the average buying and selling was at. Um, so yes, you could get bounces off these targets, or you could push through it because this target is not really telling us so much if this was buying or selling. But if we look at how the colors are, it kind of tells me like this area is a cool down zone, and more than likely we're going to get rejected from here, right? And this is why I felt like today I was just off. I think I shouldn't have been buying because we're here, but I've seen so many other times where it continues to just push. So I kind of didn't want to overanalyze. I could have just passed up on this trade, and I would have caught this short and had a nice trading day. And sometimes people don't even trade that pre-market stuff. They just wait till market opens, which is a smart thing to do too. You catch the real moves. Stronger moves during this time. This got us into the trade a little earlier. If you waited, you definitely would have been in at 929, but 929 probably would have stopped you out possibly before it dumped. So you would definitely have to have your stop loss, a little higher in order to make sure it doesn't do anything crazy. I'm not sure why this is not calculating my levels properly, because now I'm a little annoyed because I got stopped out of this trade for no reason, and it never would have stopped me out. 62. Yeah, it missed it literally by 25 cents of stopping me out. Yeah, it missed it by 25 cents of stopping me out. Actually, 50 cents. So when I never got stopped out of this trade, it would have been very close. It would have dumped. It would have got up here again, getting close, and dumped, and I would have just made it out of that trade with profit. And so I would have had one loss, one win. You can see how they're selling here. Bring it down to here now. Just see how this is not becoming buying anymore. You see how this is always shifting. We have to shift with it. This is no longer a good buy zone. You can see like there's almost there's no selling down here. So we should be pushing back into this range, down into here. And we have a fair value gap right here. So this should be our buy zone now. This is where it's going to come down to, right around here. Halfway of this I'll just do it from the fair value gap and down to here. This is our buy zone. That is going to come down to today. I also messed up this morning on that second trade because I should have been paying attention to it coming back to that fair value gap like how we're doing now with the buy side of it pulling back to this fair value gap. So I made some mistakes this morning. I'm not going to deny that. And mistakes cost, unfortunately. This is why you got to constantly study, stay sharp. You can't just like, oh, whatever type of thing. Really, you got to study, constantly study these charts. So yeah, it's like I said, was going to target the 15-minute previous low, so that's exactly what it did. So I would have, if I actually held for that, I would have killed it. I would have killed it today. My entry was up here, but wow, this one is showing that it didn't close below. I like closed right at the line. This one is showing that we did close. All right, we got some selling right here. Actually, right around here. 71,000, which we're pushing up into the sell zone now. And we got selling up here too. I think we're going to push more up to this level. This seems stronger than this one, but it is still a sell zone. Yep, it's pushing up more into this, towards this level. See if there's anything there in the way. Yeah, we got a target at 915. So if this presents, we're getting out at 915. But I think by the time, if this does present, we're going to be at 915 or so. Yeah, we'll be below 915, so it won't be in the way anymore. We're getting rejected from the previous low right now. An old previous low. All right, we just hit the sell zone. We've got a fair value gap here that just got created on this candle here. This candle closes at 10 o'clock. I think we had 9:45 news, right? Let's double check. Yep, news at 9:45 and then at 10 o'clock. All right, so we've reached the fair value gap on that one. Looks like the 9:45 news is not doing much. All right, might be retesting this fair value gap up here. Let's see what yeah, selling volume is pretty strong up here too. So we might be running up to this level and testing that fair value gap again. Could be retesting that fair value gap right there. All right, hit the next sell zone. Looking for it to hit this fair value gap one last time, maybe. Doesn't have to in order to drop, but it may not make a move until 10 o'clock. So that 10 o'clock news. right. This could present for us. We could take this short if it does. And then we got the only thing that's in our way is 915 level target. There's an old previous low. This is a new previous low. We have that's in the way, and discount on here that's in the way. But 915 is really the spot that we would say is the next level that's in our way. Looking for a close below this jerk. You can see that the rate of change is above, it's high up. You see that up top? Right, didn't close above. I mean, yeah, didn't close below, closed above. This one looks like it's going to do it for us. Just hopefully it doesn't go too crazy before it closes. Gets a nice, decent close below. We could jump right in on the short. Mm, held, held it, held it. Wow. This is why we wait for a close. It's right here. It's proof why we wait for that close below. You don't just jump in thinking it's going to do something and it does this. And then it's hurtful. You're just taking loss for no reason. Wow. This is a good spot to grab a short, but we can't. We have to wait for a close below. This is a good spot. It's going to collapse. But we can't. We can't. We got to wait for it to close. I think this candle is going to close below it, though. This is the one. Mm. Oh, man. I hate that. I hate that. All right, and we are in. Okay, let's make sure 51. Let's do the math on this. It's supposed to be higher, right around there. So stop loss above the previous high. And then this is supposed to be 951. 951 minus 25. 926. Yes, this is a little off. Right there. We have the only thing that's in the way is the 915 target. So we should make our money on this trade. We have an old previous low, but that's not the. You could walk away here if you want to play safe, but there's no reason to. That previous low is not relevant. It's the 915 target that's in our way that's relevant. We're getting close to getting tapped out. Dang, that was so close. Hit a low of 927.25, so I missed it by $1.25. So we're getting tapped out on that candle. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on, NQ. You know what to do when we hit you with the 1-2. We're in there like swimwear. We don't care. We got no fear. Let's go. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on, NQ. You know what to do. We just got tapped out. Clap it up, guys. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. All right, let's see what our stats are at. Our stats are showing. What we got? What we got, Jack? What we got? Down 292 for the day. I'm making this noise because I'm trying to figure out if I should do one more trade or not. To try to be in a positive for the day, you know. Is it important for us to be in a positive for the day? No, it's not. It's not that important for us to be in a positive for the day. But I'll win rate up back to 72%. It's not important. We have to accept that some days we're going to lose. We don't want to overtrade. That's why I'm sitting here kind of contemplating. I normally just try to do 2 trades a day. I'm already at 4 trades a day. I feel like I'm in my groove, you know, and I kind of don't want to lose that momentum. But I feel like we probably should shut it down to play it safe. Tomorrow's another day. It is what it is, you know. I feel like I made some mistakes that were easily adjustable. You know, we could easily adjust those mistakes that we made today, and I think we should shut it down. Um, we already exceeded 2 trades for the day. I normally try not to exceed 3, and I went to another 4. I can't do 5. That's just not. It's not me. You guys could do whatever you want, but yeah,
Don't be savaging.
yeah, me personally, I just can't. I can't jeopardize the account. You know, that's what I'm looking at. How do I manage my account? How do I manage my mentality? How do I manage my self-control, discipline? How do I manage all this every single day to make sure that I'm not doing anything crazy, that I'm following my rules, staying with the strategy? I followed every rule today. I made some mistakes following my rule by not analyzing the chart in depth as I should have, and I was trying to not overthink it. Things happen. If I took one more step and started overthinking just a little bit, I would have had 2 wins for the day instead of 2 losses with 2 wins. You know, um, you know these 2 trades that we were just in were pretty easy trades. They weren't difficult. They prayed pretty fast. It wasn't like, oh my God, this guy's just wilding out. I stuck with one contract. There was nothing alarming about the 2 trades that we won on at all. Nothing in there said we should be getting out. Everything on the charts was showing that we should be in a trade. The first trade that I took, I already knew that it was a little iffy because of how it was dropping and where it was, you know, where things were playing out, where it was dropping from. It was dropping from some high levels, and I saw that it was not much volume of buying in this range, you know, really like that. It was more of like we're peaking, and I looked at multiple charts on the higher time frames, and they were all showing peaking. So, and then even on the 15-minute chart on my Thinkorswim was showing we're peaking. We're top blue line. So I really should have been more hesitant, especially because it's pre-market and waited till the market opened maybe. But you get that urge. You don't want to miss the opportunities, and things pop up. And if I can make 200 bucks here or there, great. And I all I have to do is with my trade. But we all have to get that out of our heads. But we won. Look at this drop. It's I sold up here. This is crazy. I sold all the way up here at nine. What was it? 926 or so, and this thing drops all the way down to 860. 860, 860. That's a lot of money we left on the table. A lot of money. So yeah, I would have been in the positive for the day if I held this trade at least to the previous lows. I could have done that. I could have done that, so I wouldn't have to even think about doing a fifth trade, which I'm not gonna do. Um, I'm shutting it down for the day. It is what it is. We took a loss for the day. It's unfortunate. I'm telling you, top traders. Even Warren Buffett is not winning every trade. Come on, man. And this guy's a billionaire, and he's not winning every trade. He's been trading for centuries. So, uh, what I like about today is that we managed the trades. We managed it well. We didn't do anything crazy. We got our money back, a good amount of it. We didn't do nothing crazy, and it's okay. It's okay. We cannot win every single day. We're going to pray to God tomorrow will be an amazing day. We'll catch two trades tomorrow, right? We'll catch two trades tomorrow, and both of those trades will be $25 moves, which will be $1,000. Close to. I can't go over 900. I don't want to go over 930. So I'm going to be in that range of $900. Tomorrow, if I could catch two great trades, and guess what? Today's going to be irrelevant. Today will be irrelevant, and I'll still be on track of getting my 6,000 um, after the 10 days. So, I mean, it is what it is. So let's calculate our loss. It was what 292.70. So we're gonna plug that in for the day. Minus 270, and our account now is at 1755. Okay, we're at 53% on the consistency. It's okay. Don't let this get you all flustered and start bugging out and doing some crazy stuff just trying to get this number to be, good and to get a winning day. Like, I don't want to see nothing but win days. Okay. I'm telling you now, you go down that hole, that rabbit hole, trust and believe, you're gonna blow your account. You're gonna blow it. It's gonna be a wrap. Look on YouTube, guys. Go look. Look at the top traders on YouTube. You'll see they're gonna have losing days. They're gonna have it. So don't feel like you have to win every single day. Don't feel like that. It's not necessary. It's about how we manage the trade. That's what's gonna keep our accounts alive. And you're gonna see that your account is just gonna keep on getting built, 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 built. Now, if we make $1,000 tomorrow, you saw how we were at 2,048, right? We make almost 1,000 tomorrow. That's gonna put us at 2755 almost, or let's just say 2026. So out of out of 5 trading days, because I showed you guys, I just started this account to prove to you how well this strategy works and how you can make money every single day. Um, so in 5 days, I would have made. I'll be making 2,000. Let's say 2,500 possibly tomorrow. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, so we can't really say. We might only make $400 like we did yesterday. Who knows? So I only lost. Look at that. I didn't even lose all of my profit that I made yesterday either. After today, I didn't even lose all my profit I made yesterday. So that's a nice thing. If I lost all my profit that I made yesterday, that would kind of hurt. Kind of feel like yesterday was a waste of time, and we executed trades nicely yesterday. So we're going to analyze charts better tomorrow. We're going to um, might even wait till the market opens, um, to just keep things to where we're not getting stuck into bad trades. But whenever something presents after we analyze the charts, well, we're gonna take it. We're not gonna sit there and make today be our day that we're never going to take a trades at pre-market or this time or that time. Just trade the chart. That's what we're going to do. We're going to trade the chart no matter what. No matter what, we're going to trade the chart. Yeah, this thing just hit a sell zone. So if it closes below with the red, red or orange, you could take this short. Let me shut my chart down now because I'm not taking any more trades. So I don't want to even be tempted. Those itchy fingers. Sometimes I actually hit the button by accident because my mouse, it'll, to wake up my mouse, I have to click the left button sometimes to wake up my mouse. Like I have that habit of doing that. I shouldn't say I have to hit that. I have that habit of doing that, and sometimes it'll be on the right there at the cell because I left it there from previous, and now I'm in a trade by accident, and I didn't even try to be in a trade. I've done that by accident times, or I closed out a position that I'm in because I'm trying to wake up my mouse, and now I'm out of the position that I was never supposed to be out of, and you know it sucks because you're doing stuff that you shouldn't, you know. So I try to leave things alone or keep the mouse moving so it doesn't go to sleep on me. So I don't have that habit of clicking on the left button. Yeah, so we just hit a sell zone here, and I believe it's going to push up to this area right here, this line, to the sell zone. That's what I believe it's going to right here, right into this area. This is where I would look for a short if somebody else is trying to take a trade. Let me erase this. Yep, so it just hit that sell zone. So now you can start looking for shorts. I expect it to hit this dotted line. So this information wasn't plotting out for me either this morning, which is what I usually rely on, these dotted lines of knowing where the buy and sell zone's really at. And it's just now plotting out for some reason. All the way down here, I got a buy zone. So I feel like today was just everything chart wise was off for me. My thinkorswim froze on me. So that's why you saw me try to relog in whenever I got that first trade. So now I'm seeing things wrong because my thinkorswim chart was showing me something, but it froze. So now as I log back in, a lot of stuff happened this morning. It's okay. We took a hit. We took a hit. I got a sad face, but I'm not gonna allow that to stop me from being successful. I'm not gonna allow that to make me start making mistakes and over trading and doing things I'm not supposed to do. And you guys are gonna see, I'm keeping my stats open. You're gonna see this same number here tomorrow. You're not gonna be like, yo, this dude took more trades and he got 7 trades on his day. And he said he was stopping. Nope, you're not gonna see that. You're gonna see tomorrow is gonna be the same thing, and as it was from the other days, nothing changed. You see how I got 3 trades here, 2 trades, 2 trades. I didn't add more trades to try to get my numbers up. This is it. Being very transparent so you guys can see exactly what's going on. Um, and you see how this 72.73, the win rate right here, you can see how it's, so everything with my calculator is 100% accurate, 100% accurate. So please use it to help you stay on track. You know, you definitely want to stay on track with this stuff. You really do. You don't want to be off track because you want that payout after 10 days. You want that payout. Putting this work in, you want to get that payout. So it's not about just making money and doing nothing with it. You want to get that payout and then reinvest that payout. Put it into some crypto. Put it into some dividend stocks. Um, Use it to save up to buy some properties. Don't use it to buy a car and you know just nonsense stuff. Use it to where it's gonna put your life in a better position. That's what this is for us to use this to push us to the next level. Play this right. This is like a ATM machine. It's a constant ATM machine. So you guys should be looking for this short if you're looking to take another trade. I'm gonna do my paper trade. I'll do a paper trade with you guys. How about that? You know what? Nah, it's all right. You guys, you know what? I don't even want to do that. I'm not gonna even do a paper trade. I don't need to. We'll just do a mental trade.
Yeah, don't do that paper.
Yeah, so you should be in right now. If you're gonna take the short, you should be in right now. Your entry should be at 902.25. You got a previous low right there, but that's not the one you're gonna target. You're gonna target this previous low. You're gonna go for a $25 move. Let's see if there's any targets in the way. I don't think there should be. Nope. They got a previous. You got a discount that's in the way at 867. So 925 minus, no, 902. I think I said right. 902. Yeah, 902.25 minus 25. So 877.25 is where you should be getting out at. And that's above that discount level. So you're good. You should make this money. OG Mo, did you grab?
Nah, I only got anything open.
I assume you took a hit today, or did you catch your
Yeah,
money
it's a
back?
slight one.
A slight loss or a slight win?
Uh-huh. Slight loss.
Yeah. Same here. It is what it is, people. I mean,
Yeah, no big deal.
yeah. It could have been worse. You could have added more to that first trade, and that's the start of you just going down a rabbit hole.
Oh my God, that would have been crazy.
You'd just been now the second trade you'd have been trying to go for two contracts, right? And now to try to make up that loss, you're like, I'm going for two contracts in this trade, and then
Yeah,
you'd
we
have got
went
stopped
even
out on that
deeper.
one, and now you'd been even deeper, like you say, OG Mo. It would have been even deeper in a loss, and now you'd be like, yo, I just lost all my profits that I made over the last 3 days in two trades.
Yup.
And all you have to do is just be patient, just chill, follow the strategy, follow your rules. And next thing you know, I'm only down 292 for the day. Okay, fine. Guess what? My next trade tomorrow, I'm gonna get that right back, and I'm gonna be in a positive of $300. Sorry, of $200. Because it's 292. So let's just say it's $300. So I'll be in a positive of $200 on my next trade. So it's really not a big deal. And then the trade after that, I'm going to be up. Hopefully we catch it down $25 moves. So the trade after that, I'm going to be back up now altogether, $700. So cool. That's going to put my account at 2455. Look at this. It's making a nice little drop here. Yeah, I could have took this trade. I'm a grown man. I could do whatever I want. you know, I don't have to let the market dictate what I'm going to make or not. But trust me, you guys keep on doing stuff that don't make sense or over trading, that's when your account gets destroyed. And all it takes is just one bad day. That's all it takes. And then you're gonna be beating yourself up all night saying, I should have just left it alone. Next time I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that next time. And then the next time comes and you still do the same thing. And then you're gonna say the same thing all over again. Oh, the next time I'm definitely not doing it. I'm really not gonna do it. And then the next time comes again and you're gonna do it again. And it's just a constant cycle. So don't let there be a next time. Just do what you're supposed to do each time. And if you do that, you will never sit here regretting, ah man, I should have. The only thing that I regret is that I didn't analyze the charts as well as I normally do, and that cost me. That's the only thing I regret. Not the way I traded today. It was the way I analyzed the chart that I regret. That's it. Look at this. Now you'd be getting hammered on this move back up because I wanted to get, and this thing missed it by, I think, yeah, a few dollars. Sir. Missed it by $3. $3 it missed it by. That would have pissed me off. That would have really pissed me off. And it did respect this previous low here. You see how it never closed below it. It respected it. I still believe it's gonna dump, but it's still the fact that you've been in a trade and just seeing loss right now unnecessarily. Actually, you got stopped out because your entry was at 902. It's at 928. So if you stick with the 25, if you do previous high, then no, you're still in the short. And the real previous high is not even this one. The real previous high is this one up here. And so your loss is going to be really, really bad. I usually go for the closest previous high, so my losses are not crazy. I don't want to be too far away from a $25 move, going for no $90 stop loss. That's just crazy. But this is the real previous high that you're supposed to say I have my stop loss in that. So now chances of you getting stopped out is very low. But if you do get stopped out, you understand that you're taking a way bigger loss than what you need to. And in actuality, trading is not even about it's not even about a strategy. It's not even about making money. It's about your mentality. That's what trading is really, really all about. If you have a good mental space, if you're always in a good mental space, you're gonna win more than you lose because you're gonna be able to follow your strategy. You're gonna be able to execute your trades better because you're always in a good mental space. You're not gonna allow things to beat you down just because you took a loss here or there. You're not going to start trying to add in on positions because you're trying to win that trade just so you could be in a positive for the day. You're not going to over leverage yourself and over leverage your account. You can only do what your account allows you to do. In actuality, these prop firms are like in actuality not supposed to even be able to touch anything because in reality the account starts at zero. So my rule is usually whatever your account is at, use only 10% of your account in order to take any trades. Only 10% of your account. And if you use 10% of your account, it's very impossible for you to blow your account because you're only using 10% of your account. And then out of that 10% that you're using, you're only willing to lose 10% of that. So now you're only losing 5% of your account in actuality. So it puts you in a spot where, so for example, um, if your account is at $10,000, sorry, not 10%. You're supposed to be, well, futures is a little different. You're supposed to only use 10% of your account, and you're only willing to risk 50% of that value that you used, of that 10%. You're willing to risk 50% of it, not 10%. Sorry. So if you got a $10,000 account, one contract of NQ you'll be using $1,000. That's all your account can handle. So your account needs to be at 10,000 for you to say I can buy one contract of NQ. You can't exceed that. You can't go, oh, I'm gonna buy two contracts of NQ. Your account needs to be at 20,000. This is how you're gonna keep your account um, always alive. It's literally I've gone through a rabbit hole with ChatGPT, and it's literally impossible for you to blow your account with you having a high win rate with where we're at a high win rate and you using only 10% of your account. It says it's 0.9% chance of you blowing your account. 0.9%. So that means there's zero chance you're gonna blow your account if you're doing it the way I'm saying, which is using only 10% of your account and willing to risk only 50% of that 10%. Once you do that, that means you only lost $500 out of that $10,000 account. So now you think you're gonna blow your account if you have a high win rate? No, it's impossible. If I'm only losing $500 of my 10,000, um, here's a little. In the morning time, we already accepted that we are gonna be exceeding $500 because of the the volatility during this time can't exceed $500. Usually around 800, 900 or so. That's what happened with my first trade. But this was considered volatile moment because of news. This was based off of news that this is making a move from, but it didn't make the push that I expected it to make, unfortunately. And then I got stopped out with a lot more than I should have been willing to risk. In actuality, I should have walked away with the 500 loss. Then I would have been breaking even for the day, you know. Um, That would have been way better than taking any loss. But in any case, yeah, try to use only 10% of the account, um, and nothing else. If you do that, you'll be fine. So in actuality, if your account is starting at zero, that means you really can't use anything. But they give you they give you some room to say, hey, you can only you're allowed to use this account, and if you just can't go below 9,700 or 9,600, I think it is on a 100K account, can't go below 9,600. So if it said I can't go below 9,600, then that means my account value technically would mean that I'm at 4,000 because it's a 100K account. It's not really 100,000. It's just really a $4,000 account. They just throwing a number out there. I don't even know why they say 100,000. They just say $4,000 account. Um, but yeah, you get using a $4,000 account, and if you have a $4,000 account in real life, if you open up a Tradingview account or your Thinkorswim and you trade futures on that, you can't touch. You don't want to touch NQ because you're using a good portion of your account. One contract is $1,000, and 4,000. If you have an account at 4,000, um, you're using a good amount of your account. You're using like close to 70% of your account in one trade. That's high. Now I bet you if you ask ChatGPT, what's the chances of you blowing your account? It's extremely high because even if you have a high win rate, the chances of you blowing your account with with the $4,000 actual cash is very high. With you taking a $500 hit, and it doesn't take that many trades to blow your account. So if you did 4,000 divided by 500, you got eight trades that you could blow the account in just 8 trades. So it's not worth. In reality, we really shouldn't be touching NQ based off of the account. In real life, we should be really trading MNQ and build the account up from there. And now your loss is a lot lower, but your wins are a lot lower. It'll take a long time before you see this type of profit. A very long time. Um, but again, if you're using your real money, right now I'm just trying to show people how to make money off of prop firms to where you don't have to use a lot of money. You're using, about $400, a little bit over 300 to start a prop firm account, and now you're able to trade, $1,000 worth of NQ. You wouldn't be able to do that on with $400. $400. You've been able to trade MNQ, but not NQ. It's $100 for each contract on MNQ. But even that, you're exceeding. If you have $400 in your Tradingview account, you're exceeding your account because you're now taking $50 hits. That account could get destroyed pretty quickly. So you got to look at that too. So you don't want to over leverage yourself. Do not over leverage. This thing is having a hard time dropping. But look where it went to. It went to the level I thought it was going to go to. Those two lines. Now we should be looking for a nice short from here. This short should pay well. Yeah, you've got an order block, bearish order block right there. So this is a really good one. This will be a really good short. Let's take a look at the selling. Yes, good selling volume up here. Yeah, this should be a good short if it once gets rejected and presents. This will be a good short there. But yeah, that's really it. OG Mo, you got anything you want to say to the people?
No, sir. Just stick to your rules. Follow the rules.
Yep. Fortunately, we took a loss today. Sucks. I hate losing, but can't win
It's
every
part of
day.
the game,
It
though.
is. It is part of the game. You're right. It sucks. But this is what you have to like really keep your mental space clear. Do not revenge trade. That right there is the worst. It is the worst. And guess what? Today you might do a revenge trade and it pays you well. But the next time and the next time after that and the time after that, it destroys you. So it's not worth it. It's not worth the revenge trading. Just let it be. Tomorrow's another day. Wait till the market closes. Study the charts. Maybe get up a little bit earlier tomorrow. Really analyze the chart well to see what's going on, and wait for the strategy. That's really it. That's really all you can do. Wait for the strategy to present. Take the trade, and that's it. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the day. Like really enjoy your day. Like we're done. It's 10:25. We're already done for the day. Unfortunately, no, we didn't make any money, but we're done. So you guys can see we're done. We're done before 11 o'clock every single day. We're not taking any trades after 11. We're not touching. We're not touching this after 11 o'clock. The volume dies down a lot, so it's not even worth taking. Can you make money after 11? Yeah, yeah, but the strategy doesn't really give us the strongest moves. It doesn't give us the best opportunities. So what's the point of me trading areas of not where it's not going to give me the best opportunity? I'm not going to do that. What's so annoying about today is that two times I got I got stopped out and it went to my levels afterwards. Anyway, you know, that's that's what's so annoying today. And the second trade, I was never even supposed to get stopped out of that trade. I never was supposed to get stopped out of that trade. And for some reason this is not calculating properly where it's doing the correct number. I don't know why it's doing that. So I may have to trade on Trade Evade itself or just do the math real quick. I would like you guys to see this clearly of what's going on compared to a Trade Evade chart. It's not as clear as this Trading View chart. So I'm gonna just probably just do the math just to make sure it's lining up to correct numbers whenever I take my trades. Or maybe I need to readjust the DOM and do it. I don't even want to open up my chart. I'll do that. Nope, nope. They're not gonna get me. Not gonna get me. I'm not gonna even open up. I'll check it out tomorrow morning. I'll reopen up my DOM and double check that DOM to make sure that it's set correctly, which I know it's set correctly. It just could be, I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it's not paying me the full numbers. Wow, this thing is really climbing. Wow. It's weird because before this wasn't much buying over here. The buying area was right here, which will probably hit tomorrow. And I won't be surprised. Oh, there was a fair value gap right there too. I didn't even see that. There was one right here. That's what it's bouncing off of. This fair value gap. Let's throw that in right here. Let's see what it shows. And right there, that buy zone, fair value gap, right there. So that's what we're bouncing off of. That buy volume right there. I don't remember this being high buy volume. I saw the fair value. I don't remember seeing the fair value gap there. I know this one was there and this has nothing but buying in this range. So it seems like it should have pushed into this fair value gap. But let's get a nice bounce. Let's get a nice bounce there. But yeah, that's it, folks. We're gonna shut it down. We're gonna come back at it tomorrow. we're gonna hit this tomorrow for sure. Um, yeah, I don't. There's nothing else we could do. I mean, we could sit here all day and just look at this chart, but I'm not taking any more trades. I'm glad I'm not because this bounce is pretty crazy. And look at this, like it hit this buy zone. So that was in a way. This is why it bounced at 1012. Hit that buy zone. So if I had this marked out properly, look at that order block just showed up down. So yeah, so and we got a fair value gap. Yeah, so that was a spot to buy at, this fair value gap right there. So yeah, I would have been out, to be honest with you, because that was something in a way. So no, I would not have gone for my full $25 move, but I would have made some money on this trade. I definitely would have made money on that trade because I would have been out at that buy zone. Um, oh shoot, I forgot to share my screen with you, OG Bull today. Oh man, so you kind of might have been a little blind. Let's see what I saw. Um, yeah, that's all we could do, people. This is it. We took a loss today. It's okay. We're gonna get this tomorrow. We're gonna finish the week strong. We're gonna keep our mentality positive. We're gonna make sure that we stay with following the rules. We're gonna make sure we um, just study a little more. That's it. That's all we could do. It's okay. All right, guys. I'm signing out. I will check you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. I'm gonna be on before 8:30. I believe there might be some 8:30 news tomorrow as well. Let's double check. Yes, there's 8:30 news tomorrow, and then 10 o'clock. I got a feeling tomorrow's going to be easier to trade. Um, I got a feeling we're going to have an easier time trading tomorrow. I honestly think so. But yeah, that's it, guys. I will check you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. I'll be on before 8:30, and you guys enjoy your day. Check you.